what the heck did I just do? What's going on, guys? It's LA Austin here, and welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please, pretty please, subscribe and hit that notification bell so I could be a part of the YouTube algorithm world, whatever that means. Let's get into this video. If you haven't checked out my first video about my goal to become a millionaire in 1 year, please go check that out. I'm not trying to be pretentious. I probably only have like 5 views on it. This video is a way for me to document myself on this journey to see if I have what it takes to become a millionaire in 1 year. I know it's possible, but can I do it? You know, and that's the whole goal of my channel, to see if I can do it, because if I can do it, anyone can do it. I talked about my 4 streams of income to get me to that milestone. It was filmmaking business, e-commerce, stocks, and real estate. Well, real estate was the last on my list. It's a scary thing for me. I've never owned like an investment property. I mean, I have a primary home. Basically, Bigger Pockets and all these other platforms got me drinking the Kool-Aid, thinking I can go out here and find an investment property. I'm a part of that freaking Bigger Pockets cult, man. And some other people like Meet Kevin and Stephen Graham. I probably pronounced his name wrong, but that gave me the confidence to say I can do this. I ended up researching certain markets. I researched Destin, Charleston, South Carolina, and North Georgia. I didn't find what I was looking for. The numbers didn't make sense for me at that time. I got this crazy idea to just look in Nashville. Now, Nashville, you talking about numbers not working for people. Nashville is one of the hardest markets in America. I guarantee you would find Nashville in the top 5 of hardest markets to find a home in, and especially East Nashville. So I ended up researching Nashville, and I went up there a couple times and looked at the economics of it to see if it can support the numbers that I was running, like that I had in my mind that I wanted to generate from potential rental incomes. I ended up focusing like on Nashville. I became obsessed about it. I found a realtor or a real estate company that had all these great reviews, and I'm like, okay, let me just call them up. First mistake is going with a company because they have reviews, right? So I went with this company because they had over 100 reviews, and everybody's talking about how awesome they are. There's a price that comes with going with a large company. We sat down and we talked about what I was looking for. They said, you cannot get a property for the price you're looking for. So if you're thinking about $400,000 or a $300,000 home, just add 50,000 to 100 on that. I don't want to go into a home feeling like I got beat up. Like, I think both sides should have an opportunity to feel good when they leave the table. It should be a win-win for both individuals. It got to a point where it was time to put in offers. I didn't want to go over 50,000 and 100,000 asking price. I would ask my realtor, could you put in this offer? I can do 10,000 over asking for this particular home. It's like, nah, you can't do that. You have to go in 50,000 over asking to get this house. I just needed him to freaking try, right? I just needed to understand, like, hey, are you with me? Are you gonna fight for your client? So that didn't happen. Out of frustration of dealing with my realtor not listening to my needs, not having the bravery and the courage, the grit, that grime that sits at the bottom of the tub to put in these offers for me, I ended up writing over 30 letters to homeowners about purchasing their home. I even sent like coffee with the letter to try to be creative, to try to stand out, right? That damn coffee was expensive, man. I got no response, right? Like, obviously I wouldn't get a response except one, and that's all that mattered, that one. It was the homeowner's seller's agent. She ends up calling my agent first because, out of respect, he didn't pick up the phone, didn't even take it seriously at all. She ends up calling me and she's like, LaRon, I saw the letter, and that house that you want is a hell no. That offer you sent in was so disrespectful, it won't happen. And I was like, okay, but I was just more excited that she gave me a call. We talked on the phone for a minute, and she's just telling me her life, her background, and what I wanted out of this house. She really listened. And I told her, I was like, I need a miracle to happen. And she was like, I can find you what you're looking for. And I'm like, oh, this is another salesy type of tactic. But no, she said it so confidently. She was like, your agent is crazy for saying that you can't find what you're looking for in that price range. This was like foreshadowing what was to happen in my life with this whole real estate journey. She was like, you need to tie up the loose ends with your agent if you're gonna go with me. And I'm like, hell yeah, we're going with you. I ended up firing my agent. The next day I ended up sending her a listing that had coming soon. It had no pictures. I don't even know what was inside the freaking house. I texted her and said, hey, could you please look into this? She responded, LaRon, this area here, homes are going for 100,000 over asking plus. Let me look into it and I get back to you. I don't care what we gotta do. We're gonna go. I gotta knock on doors. I'm gonna find you a home. After that conversation, everything went so fast. I knew I had the right person in my corner. I knew I had that dog. I knew she had the grit, man. It was just something about her. Like, she was like the Wolf of Wall Street, but real estate. The next day, Diane goes over to the house because she thinks there's going to be contractors working on the house. And I'm not even thinking like that. I wasn't even thinking outside the box like that. And that's why it's so important for you to have someone that sees your vision and see what you're trying to accomplish, and that's going to fight for you. So she goes over there. There's no contractors. So she contacts the agent, the seller's agent. I have clients that want to purchase your house right now. They have a professional photographer that's coming in. I know the pictures are not online, but it's a nice home or whatever. Diane responds with, why pay a professional photographer when we could make a deal right now? Why deal with all the offers you're gonna get when we can offer you a solid offer right now? The seller's agent says, all right, send over what you're thinking about offering for this home, and I get it to my clients. Later that evening, we come up with an offer that was competitive. It's 15,000 over asking. Boom, done. She sends it over. They accept the offer. I'm thinking to myself, what the heck did I just do? I just bought a house. Not only did we get it for 15,000 over asking price, she even negotiated the refrigerator they just bought into the deal. Sometimes God give you something you may not be ready for, right? The important part to take away from this story is never accept no for an answer. You keep asking, you keep digging, you keep believing. I was told that this couldn't be possible. I could have been a sheep and offered 50 to 100K over asking price, but why? Don't be a sheep. Don't follow the herd, man. Be different. If you find someone that's aligned with what you're trying to accomplish, you could break down all kinds of barriers. This 63-year-old woman that has so much tenacity, the heart of a lion, fierce, courageous, bold, was able to find us a property in 3 days. I'm on cloud 9 right now. We're about to drive to Nashville to check this property out. But with that said, you know, it may not go through. We may get up there. The house may be a trap house. It may need some super work, not just cosmetic work, but some super work to it. HVAC may be going out. The inspection report can come back with a you don't want this house. Even if this house does not go through, we're still making a difference. We're not sitting here saying it just can't happen. We made something happen, and that's all I needed to just make something happen. We'll see how this goes. It takes us probably 3.5 hours to get to Nashville. You know, we'll see.
Can we just have a moment to talk about this, how scary this is?
This is probably one of the most scariest moments of our life. Like the first time we purchased a home, I was nervous, right? But this one is like, building wealth here. So this is another level, especially trying to find a home in the East Nashville area.
And putting an offer in.
And putting an offer in before we even see the house.
See oh my gosh, we're going in.
We're going in. It's crazy.
We either have a house or
we don't have a house.
Just did something really stupid.
Yeah, did something really stupid.
Yes. You wanna know what the best?
Just viewed the house, and we found a diamond in the rough. We just got back from Nashville, had a chance to tour the home. 1,500 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. I mean, it's way more than what I could have asked for. Initially, I was looking for a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, a 3-1, something like that, because those are the homes that are usually for sale in Nashville. They usually have these awkward 3-1s and these 2-1s in these neighborhoods, these older neighborhoods. So to be able to get a 3-2 with not even really that much renovations, man, I was just gonna go in there and do some paint, touch up some baseboards, do some caulking. This experience for me proved that you have to do your own research and know what's best for you. I knew in my heart that I did not want to end up overpaying on a home. Now, there may be a situation where the economy crashes or whatever, but I feel confident enough with what I'm doing and the numbers that if something happened, I'm just going to ride the wave. I have reserves. I can make it. I'll make it through it. To be in this position to own your first property, investment property for my family, it means a lot. I got to thank my real estate agent, Diane, for fighting for us and doing what she needed to do to get us in this position. Don't always follow the trend. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't follow what people tell you should follow, man. Have your own, be your own person. Think outside the box. Be creative on achieving your goals. I wrote letters, and out of writing those letters, I got that one response, and it changed my life. It changed my family life. The legendary athletes, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Kobe Bryant, those guys always kept pushing. And it's a mentality. Never limit yourself. I'm 37 years old, and I feel like sometimes I got into this whole financial thing late in life, right? Sometimes you can feel left behind when the world, you don't find out about these things until later on in life. But I'm here to tell you, it's never too late to try to better your life and put yourself in a better position for yourself and your family. So I will keep you guys updated on what's next. If this appraisal and inspection come back not in our favor, then I'll let you guys know what's going on. Be like, man, the deal ain't go through. You know what I'm saying? It ain't go through. So, all right.